It was a nice sunny spring day. I thought to myself that it would be a perfect day for a walk. So I went and put on shorts, tank top, sandals, a baseball cap, and of course, my sunglasses. It took me about 15 minutes to walk from my apartment to K Street Mall. Once on the mall, I started walking towards Old Sacramento. That way, I can observe the people along the way. Then, all of a sudden, I heard it. "Hey you," a voice said. I stopped, looked around, and saw nothing. Just shrugged my shoulders and continued on my merry way. A few minutes later, I heard it again. "Hey you," the voice said again, but in a much louder and angrier tone this time. "What do you want?" I replied angrily. "I want you to make me a BLTTC. BLTTC? What is a B?" I started to say, when the voice interrupted me. "You don't know what a BLTTC is? It's bacon, lettuce, tomato, smoked tofurkey, and cheese." "Oh, cheese," the voice replied in a Homer Simpson sounding voice. You know the voice, when there's donuts around and Homer starts talking and drooling. "Well, I don't have those ingredients at home, so I guess I can't make you a BLTTC, I replied with a sarcastic tone in my voice. "Then I guess you'll have to go to the store and get the ingredients. You need to go catch a bus. I'll tell you what you'll need on the walk over," the voice replied excitedly. So we proceeded to walk towards J Street so I could catch a bus. "Do you have a piece of paper and pen with you? You'll need to make a list." I got a piece of paper and pen out of my fanny pack. "Okay, I have a piece of paper and pen. Start whenever you're ready," I said. "First, you must buy a loaf of dill rye bread, a pound of Farmer John bacon, a pound of pepper jack cheese, a package of smoked tofurkey, a nice big red ripe tomato, a head of iceberg lettuce, a 2-pound container of potato salad, and a 6-pack of Newcastle brown ale," the voice said, sounding once again like Homer Simpson. Just as I was writing down the last item, the bus came. I jumped on and went on down to the store. I bought everything I needed and came home. After arriving home, I popped open a Newcastle, took a big hit, and noticed that I hadn't heard the voice in quite a while. "Are you around somewhere? What about the BLTTC? You need to tell me how to make it," I said aloud. "Yeah, I'm here, and I still want the BLTTC. Boy, that beer sure looks good." "It is. Would you like one?" I asked. "No, that's okay. Maybe later." "First, you'll need to get the bacon frying." "You do have a frying pan, don't you?" the voice asked. "Yes, I do. It hasn't been used in a while, so I'll have to wash and dry it first," I said. After the frying pan was washed and dried, I placed the pan on the stove. "Now you'll want to take the individual pieces of bacon and lay them in the pan, making sure that none of the pieces overlap each other," the voice said very excitedly. "Then, while the bacon is cooking, you'll want to toast your bread, put a thin layer of mayonnaise on each piece, slice several pieces of cheese and place on the bread, along with 3 slices of smoked tofurkey. Clean and cut 2 thin slices of your nice big red ripe tomato. Place on the bread and clean several leaves of the lettuce and put on the bread. You'll also need to get a plate and place a paper towel on it. You'll need it to put the bacon on after it's done cooking to drain the excess grease off. By the time you get all that done, the bacon should be ready," the voice said. About 15 minutes had passed. "Okay, the bacon's ready, but remember, before you can eat it, You'll have to let it drain for a few minutes, the voice said. I waited a few minutes. Now, take the bacon and place it on the top of the slices of cheese and nuke it for about 30 seconds so that the cheese will melt a little. Whoa, melty cheese. After you take it out, place the piece of bread that has the lettuce and tomato on top, and voila, you'll have yourself a BLTTC. Now it's time for you to eat, the voice said. Well, I ate the BLTTC, had a few beers and potato salad. Boy, it sure was delicious. Hey, I realized that I hadn't heard from the voice lately, and all of a sudden I let out a big belch. Man, where did that come from? Suddenly I heard it. Oh, thank you. That was the best BLTTC I've ever had, the voice said, filled with contentment. You're quite welcome, I replied, with a smile on my face as I was patting my stomach.